Hey, Dan Meyer here, and I'm back once again with 5 more tips for you on lead generation. These are 5 ways a Filipino virtual assistant can help with lead generation for small business clients. Mostly, I'm talking about American small business clients, but these lessons are applicable across any type of business. So, when you hire a Filipino virtual assistant to work for you, a lot of times they'll be involved in lead generation. So these are 5 areas that I teach my VAs to really specialize in and to make sure they have the skill sets required to use the apps and to do the different techniques that are needed to do to have very successful lead generation. So, number one is market research. Before you actually start building a list, before you invest in a funnel tool, before you build a website, you want to make sure that you understand your market and you want to understand how deep it is and how easy it is to get leads. And so, that market research, geographic market, demographic market, understanding which platform to use, understanding which channel people are on, understanding when they're online and what they're going to be able to do when they're online. All these things are market research, right? So having the intelligence in your business, to having the insight into what your customers are going to want before you start offering it. So if you have an idea, say for example, you're a real estate agent and you work in a city in Missouri. I've had a client like that before who basically said, I want to be able to know how many potential buyers are out there. So how do I find a list of people that are currently in a home that may want to upgrade or to sell their home? So we need to figure out how many houses there are and how many homeowners likely there are. So you can get some of that data, public data. You can just Google it. You can ask ChatGPT, and they'll direct you to like the Small Business Administration or other government websites that will give you that info. You can also do Google searches. You can look for Facebook groups. You can do a lot of things that can help you mine data by doing that market research. That's the first thing. Second thing is once you have that research done, you validated where you want to pull leads from, kind of who they are and where they live, then you can actually start building a list. And you don't want to overcomplicate things, right? So if you're starting fresh, a simple Google Sheet or Excel spreadsheet to track leads in is a good starting point. At some point, you want to invest in tools, which we'll talk about a little bit later, but you just want to get started. You want to take every email address that you have access to. You want to take every social media profile that you have access to, and you want to put them into a tracker. And then you want to figure out how often you contact them and what message you give them. And you start kind of building this database that eventually you can upgrade and invest more into. If you've already got a CRM or you've got a lead tool or some kind of funnel, then you want to optimize that, right? You've already paid for it, so you might as well start using it. Having a VA to learn that tool is a great way to do that, so you can delegate the learning. You can look for VAs who have experience in certain tools, although there are a lot of tools out there, like hundreds if not thousands of tools you can use for lead generation. So expecting every VA to know everything's impossible. So what I always tell people is that a VA should have a general concept. Like, so if they can use Salesforce, they probably can use Zoho. If they can understand how to use Buffer, then they can use Hootsuite. So tools that can be used for lead generation generally are fairly universal. But you want to have a list of the tools that you have or you think you want to use, or if you don't have any idea, then get an idea. And you can do that by delegating that to a VA. Like the VA come up with options. But bottom line is you want to start building that list and you want to use what you already have before you invest in too much. Number 3 is you want to start emailing, right? There's no better time than now to email. So whatever emails you have in your inbox, whoever's connected with you on Facebook or IG, whoever's following you on YouTube, whoever's doing things for your TikTok, you want to start tracking those leads, right? It could be as simple as building a list. You can have a VA go in and basically cut and paste the profiles for all of your Facebook friends. And then you can go through and figure out which ones would be good to market to, which ones may be good for referrals, and which ones you don't want to invest any time in because they're just friends or family that really aren't going to have an impact on your business. But basically everyone you know knows somebody who needs something. So don't discount people just because you think they may not want to buy from you. They may know somebody. So start doing those email marketing though, right? Get some emails out. Don't be perfect. Get it done, right? So you can use ChatGPT to write scripts, although it sounds like ChatGPT when you use ChatGPT. You can have a VA write scripts for you, especially if they're a really good copywriter or content writer. But most likely you just want to do your own, right? And if you're not good at typing it, if you don't type it out, you can just record it, right? You can do a quick video. Video is actually better than typing. So your first email can be a video email, or you can transcribe it or have a VA transcribe it. But whatever it is, get your message out there. 3 tips if you want to be able to invest in good skincare products. 3 tips on how to launch or scale a new business. Whatever it is that you offer, put a quick message together, offer a couple tips, and get that out the door, right? So you're going to get a lot of people that aren't going to reply, a few people who are going to say, take me off your list, and very few people, but occasionally you'll get people who want to say, yeah, I want to know more, or yes, I want to buy. But you're not going to have that sale unless you ask for it. So start using your email campaigns. Use social media management, right? So having a VA be the one to post for you. There used to be, a thought that you had to post every day. And I'm starting to believe that actually posting every day isn't always the best thing. I think offering more value less often, but doing it consistently is better than just posting every day, because people can see when you're just basically having a VA or you're just basically auto posting whatever. Every Monday you drop the same thing. Every Tuesday the same thing. It's inspirational quotes. It's like funny memes. And everybody's doing that and been doing that. And it's getting kind of stale. Create content or repurpose your content on what's current, what's interesting, what's new, what people are going to want to click on, because they have so many choices on how to spend their time that social media is no longer this like, oh, put it on social media and you're going to be able to grow your business. It's now like, well, put it on social media, but do it for a targeted market in a very, very direct way so that you attract the right people. And it's better to have a few dozen engaged followers than to be trying to attract mass followers from total strangers. So think about that. How do you want your social media to be done? The VA can still do for you. The VA can plan out your content calendar. They can create the content. They can post it. They can do engagement. They can do follow-up. Thanks for liking. Thanks for sharing. Please share this on, whatever you want people to do, whatever your message, whatever your call to action, the VA can do for you. So, and then follow-up, right? The money's in the follow-up. I learned this a long time ago, that if you don't follow up, you're not going to get anything, right? So most people aren't ready to say yes right when you ask them to. Sometimes it takes, when I hear, 8, 10, even more points of contact before someone will buy from you on the average. So that means you got to send somebody an email a month for 10 months before some of them will activate. Now, some will activate sooner, some will tell you to get lost, some will get mad at you for spamming them too much, but majority of people just won't even touch it. And they'll only open it when the timing is right. And you just don't know when the timing is right, because that could be today, that could be tomorrow, that could be next month, that could be next year. When things align where what they need is exactly what you're offering, you want to be top of mind. So that's why you do follow up, right? So if you have a VA do the market research for you, help you build the list, help you do some email campaigns, manage some social media, and do the follow-up, you should be able to mine your leads pretty effectively. So I've got somewhere around 17,000 connections on LinkedIn. I have a VA constantly working on that. We get occasional business referrals out of LinkedIn. Sometimes I get even direct clients come from LinkedIn. And basically the idea is that I just try to stay current, right? So we post something a couple times a week. As far as a video, we drop, different I share a lot of stuff of colleagues and friends. We reach out to people on their birthdays, and we prune dead links, right? So that 17,000 is always changing, because if somebody's profile is dead, there's no point in marketing to it. But you want to know that, right? Look at the profile, check out the last active date, see if they're doing anything. And if they're not, then, stop marketing to them. That's really what we do, right? I do it for LinkedIn, I do it for IG, I do it for Facebook, I do it for YouTube. I have VAs managing my social media. I don't manage anything really directly. And I basically, get leads constantly through social media because I have VAs helping me with my lead generation. So I hope that helps you as a business owner or as a VA. If you're a VA, know these things. Be good at these things. These are the most employable skills in 2024. Lead generation is at the top of the list. Market research, list building, email campaigns, social media management, and follow-up. And if you're a small business owner looking to grow your business with the help of a virtual assistant, these are the kind of things you want to delegate. You want to have some videos, and you want to have some cool graphics. You want to have some engaging content. But most importantly, you need leads. Without leads, you don't have a business, right? So make sure when you delegate things to your VA, you really think through the lead generation process. So this is my talk for today. I hope it helped. I encourage you to please subscribe to our channel, follow us, share our message. If you're already part of our fan base, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Now I encourage all of you to get out there and have a great